Glad to have you with us from Toyota Stadium. College football's postseason continues in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the North Texas Mean Green. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he is really trying to motivate his team here today to use this opportunity to develop. This is a team that just barely made it into bowl contention, just barely eligible. But getting into a bowl game allows you to have extra practice time. That is extra development time for this young team that looks to make some splashes next year. Coach said, here's our opportunity to prove we can be even better coming up. But it all starts here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Hums it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Motion from the back. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Got some green grass. Enough to move the chains. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people getting near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Got him on the RPO. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Rattles it back. Under pressure. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Makes the quick grab.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown to behind him.
And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Keep it on the ground. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Finds his man. It's Martin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And send the tight end in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's a give to Peoples. Dragged down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out wide left, it's Johnson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Rush is on. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Tells to run, wants to pass.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on third and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Right side, it's Peoples. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
On third down, here's Peoples. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Clemens. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. North Texas really has it going on offense. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Handoff for Peoples.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hits inside. It's Peoples. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Frisco Bowl. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Frisco Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Arizona State's head coach told me at halftime, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. On third down, here's Robinson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. On the return. Slips through the line. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Left side is Clemens. Makes a catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires immediately. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. North Texas will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Oh, pressure's coming. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And for quarterbacks, corner routes can sometimes be some of the harder throws to complete. So you can see this quarterback has really worked time and again in practice and throughout his career, trying to perfect his accuracy on these difficult throws.
He'll do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Second and long here. They'll give it to People. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got a man in the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Right side, it's Clemens. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with James Peoples. They were all over it.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play in that tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Handoff, Robinson running left. Cross the 30 out to the 33, engage 4 on the play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here's Robinson one more time. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Looks it in. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Peoples again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Taken down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Snapped on 4th down. They're all over him. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Robinson.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Spits it out to the back. Makes a catch. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Handoff again. Plows through the defense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Red pass, it's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Peoples. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Here's a give to Peoples. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Out wide right, it's Martin. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down. That ought to do it and should send this team into the offseason feeling good about winning a postseason game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Here's Peoples one more time. Breaks into the open. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. And at the end of the day, David, that's a happy lot for them.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That was pretty to me.
What a season it has been.